All right, welcome back to the weekly run. I'm Jeff.
I'm Aaron.
We are on
I
like week 4 now, Aaron. This is great.
it's I mean, I'm gonna put this in the audio now, so you have to do it. I'm assuming we just had a nice intro music that brought us into that.
I see how you
So,
forced that issue right there. Yeah,
so now
that
you
was a
have
nice
to.
little play a little intro music. Yeah, we'll have
That
to
was
see.
great. What just
We'll
played
get
us in, whatever it
it was
was.
it was amazing. Yeah,
It's
I
to
don't
be
know what it was
determined.
yet. To be determined. Post. Um, so we're in separate places today. Where are you?
I am in my I'm in my house. This is classic. Uh, you know, Orlando in my house, living the, quasi remote dream. But you are not here. You're not with us today. You're on the road. Jeff will travel.
I have bagels will travel. Yes, I am in fabulous Las Vegas today. I'm actually in the lobby of a hotel in fabulous Las Vegas.
Which, is not really, I mean, not the place to be in Vegas. I hope you have better plans.
Uh,
I know we just
so
opened a store today, but like,
it's like a airport hotel, non-gambling, so there's no casino attached to it, so we have to go to the casino later, but that'll be fine. But I have to ask you, like, what is your preferred hotel brand?
I do not have any hotel loyalty. Um,
Okay,
mm,
that's fair.
I you know, I found that through all the years that I've traveled, I've worked for startups for the past decade and plus, and my favorite hotel brand, thanks to work travel, is cheap. Whatever's like the most affordable and
100%.
interesting. Yeah, and so it does not really like, oh, I'm a ISG guy or anything like that. I wish I could. I'd love the points, but no. And it's we've never established anything. Although interesting enough, I went to my last startup. It was a younger team, and they did Airbnbs, all Airbnbs. Didn't even stay at hotels, which
That's a
was
vibe.
it
That's really
is.
cool. Yeah, I like
Saw
that.
I'm stayed at some neat places, but definitely like get to know your coworkers when you're sharing a house with them for a week.
Yes, yes, that's a intimate experience.
It's, again, not everything in a startup has to make sense.
So so I have I'm a Hilton guy. I prefer Hilton, but no one can see this, so I don't know if this, video will ever
Yeah.
post, but when you say the DoubleTree, they give you a cookie, and so I have my DoubleTree cookie and, my Jeff's Jolts, and, I'm ready to
You're
go.
hooked up then.
We are
You're
we are so good,
What's the
so
Jeff
good.
Jolt that's powering you today?
Tropical Thunder, that's the yellow
Ex-
tropical Red Bull with strawberry puree and, vanilla cold foam. It's delicious.
It's it's an excellent drink. It's an excellent movie, like all around. Just I endorse it.
I love that. So I think today we want to talk a little bit about new stores and just the new store experience and what that's like because we are opening a lot of new stores right now, Aaron.
Oh, so many new stores. I mean, it's wonderful, but my goodness, I can't believe I'm used to things being very linear, Jeff, and like, you do things in order and stores don't work that way. Stores are like, yeah, we're good. It's one or two. And then all of a sudden now we got to open 10 in like four
Like
weeks. I don't know how you
stack
guys do it.
they are stacked up on top of each other and it is a commitment to the travel game. You know, there's a
That's how you get those points.
it's how yeah, yeah.
That's how you
That's
stack
it,
those points.
the points are nice and that's a Benny, right? Like but when you travel and you go to the same hotel and like you kind of know the routines of that particular hotel chain. And so there's like a value to that level of familiarity. It's not home, but it's nice to know that when you stay at a DoubleTree, you get a comforter that feels like that and sheets that feel like that, and the hotel shower will have a glass sliding door instead of a curtain. There's little things that make all the difference in the world. There's nothing worse than, like, getting in a hotel shower and, like, the air temperature between the inside of the shower and the outside of the shower is different, so the curtain's, like, sticking to you. Like, I don't know if you've experienced that recently or not, but
That's it's not what I'd call a luxury experience.
it's I mean, we're on the cheap. We're a startup, baby, you know?
Hey, anything to get those stores open. So how I'm dying to know because we have not talked. This is like all happening in real time. I haven't got the rundown yet from the opening. I mean,
Yeah, so
you weren't
live
even.
Like,
Like, you
I wasn't
came in from something else.
Yes, I came in from Austin, Texas. I was there for the Founderology Growth Summit, where myself and Danielle and were honored as visionary founders for Jeff's Bagel Run, which is pretty cool. Shared a stage with some really cool brands that you might have heard of, like Dave's Hot Chicken,
Mhm.
uh, Slutty Vegan, which is a really cool concept for vegan smash burgers out of Atlanta. um, Big Dave's Cheesesteaks, a coffee company called Ziggy's Coffee, a drive-through concept.
Oh, I
Really
haven't heard
cool.
of that one.
So, yeah, pretty neat. It's pretty great to take a moment like that and, like, reflect because, we're so, like, sleeves up in the weeds with everything that we're doing that it's nice to be able to zoom out, go to that conference, add value, talk to other founders, get the kinda like the real talk from, like, what's happening in the
Yeah.
field, in the marketplace from other people doing the same thing you're doing. So, it was good. It's nice to be recognized, and
Well
it's nice to
deserved for you
thank
guys.
you. Yeah, for sure. I think it feels good. Danielle couldn't make it. Obviously, she wasn't there. She's running the company, so we'll let her do that, and,
It's the right call.
I'll gallivant around the country collecting awards and opening stores. So,
Hey,
yeah, so I did travel to Vegas today, and it's now 2:15 Vegas time, so we wrapped up opening, and it was a successful soft opening day. I'm pulling some data right now. I wanna see where we landed, 284 guests today, which is a strong soft opening
nice.
day. Yeah, I'm gonna see how that
Yeah,
compares. I have
technically not open till Friday. So this is
Correct.
just shaking the shakedown.
This is yes, and, we grand open on Friday. We have a bunch of things planned. We have a radio personality coming out to the grand opening, which is exciting.
I'm very much looking forward to that.
That's happening.
I will not pull a Jeff, and I mean, it'll all
I guess,
happen by the
it's
time
out
this
there and it's all
airs.
out there in the world. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ronnie, the limo driver, will be there, which is cool.
so great.
He's a big bagel fan, and he lives here in Vegas, so he's kinda like a local celebrity.
That's awesome.
Alright, so let's see. I'm looking at Wednesday soft opening transaction count, and I just forgot the number I told you, 284. That's solid. That's, like, right smack dab, kinda, like, in the middle of the pack of stores. So, strong out of market opening, which is great.
Well, and it's interesting. I mean, as we've done so many of them now, in market, out of market, our stores, franchisee stores. I mean, starting to actually pull together some actual numbers and like understanding around what should we expect from a new store or not. I'm curious, like, as you've gone to so many of the I mean, you've been to every one, I think. I don't think there's one that
Yes.
you've
I don't think
missed,
I have not missed one yet.
at this point. How how are they evolving? How are they changing? Like, is it still like, okay, I mean, obviously each one's a little different, but are they more different or more the same the more you do them? You know what I mean? Like, are you finding more similarities each time, or are you finding like, wow, this is really evolving fast?
So I believe they're more of the same. The one thing that I have found in every store, though, and this is the part that is why I think it's more of the same, is we end up meeting customers who know our brand at every opening. People have walked into the store today and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Jeff, you're here. I can't believe you're here. I bought bagels on your porch." It's
How?
wild,
How how is
wild,
that possible?
wild.
Like,
And it's
on the
like,
other side of the country?
they're literally in Las Vegas and they bought bagels on my porch like 6 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
That ha that has to be an experience, though, for you. Just I mean, it's wild for me, and I've only been part of the ramp, right? But to, like, go back and meet somebody that bought bagels out of your home kitchen off Facebook and is now buying them in our 28th store across the country, like, that's how do you
Silly.
rationalize
It's
that
just
in a
silly. And
three-year period?
you don't. You have to pinch yourself. You have to kinda understand that we're living in a multiverse and that there's probably another another thread of Jeff and Aaron's podcast that is not talking about bagels at all. Like, we're just, you know,
But it's there, is the important
but
part. It's
100% is
persistent
there. Yeah.
in
It
the
existed no matter what. This was inevitable. This was inevitable.
Excellent.
Um, I think I hate to say that I'm getting used to it because it just feels so ungrateful, and that's not at
Yeah.
all how I feel. I'm incredibly thankful and incredibly grateful for the community that supports this business, but I'm not surprised anymore that someone walks up to me and says, "How about bagels on your porch?" It's
Yeah.
happened every single store, in every out of market building. It doesn't there's Houston, "How about bagels?" Ackworth, Georgia, "I had to drive an extra 45 minutes. It's not as close as your house was, but I'm glad you're here." I mean, these things are happening everywhere we go, and
It's wild.
I I'm incredibly grateful for it, but I'm, like, no longer surprised. I'll probably be really sad the first time we do this and no one says it. That'll be when it'll hit me. Like, okay, now we've gotten too big or now we're growing so fast. I don't know what's gonna have
Yeah.
happened when that happens, but, like, at this point, it happens every time, and so I'm not surprised. Grateful, but not surprised.
I I think at this point too, as it'll transition from more that grassroots, "Hey, I was there in the early days," or, "I remember you guys when you just got started. I was early in your social journey," whatever sort of that benchmark that they have is. I think it'll be funny when the new normal is just you continuing to be recognized everywhere, and, like, you no longer have control over yourself. Like, there's
Yeah,
Jeff the human, and then there's Jeff of Jeff's Bagel Run, and now when you go to a place like a new opening, people treat you more like more like a piece of marketing than a human, because that's what they know, right? They didn't
yes,
buy from you when it was mom and pop. It's like, all I know is this big brand that's in front of me,
correct.
and I've been waiting for our local store, and I've seen it in other parts of the country, and it reminds me when I had a friend here, this is a while ago now, but he moved from the yeah, like New York, Pennsylvania area, and he was so excited that a Wawa was gonna come. This is the first Wawa in Central Florida, and he was like he's a Philly guy or whatever, or Pittsburgh or wherever they're from, and he was like so excited because it was a local brand
Yes,
that he loved. It was coming there, and so he only knew it as a brand. It wasn't personal to him from a standpoint of, like, mom and pop human, but I envision that there's gonna come a point where it's like, Jeff's here." It's gonna be weird
it's gonna be weird, and
as a
I
person.
that happens a little bit. I often don't show up at new store openings on Wednesday. I'm usually coming in on Friday, and so arriving on Wednesday was a little bit different, but I had some marketing stuff I had to take care of with for the team, and, I went to the store and then I left and I came back. When I came back, Abby and Lindsay were on the sidewalk talking to guests that were waiting to come inside, and a woman sitting on, like, the chair rail, which is, like, right up against the glass, is, like, bangs on the window, like, bang, bang, bang,
Like, from
and
outside inside.
yeah, like, from inside outside, because 'cause I'm on the sidewalk outside. So, she's
Yeah, she's
sitting on the chair
inside.
rail, eating her bagel with her husband, and she bangs on the glass, and she holds up her phone, and she points to a picture of me on our website, and she's like, "That's you!" Like, do it like, she's, like, doing this, you know?
Yeah,
And, so I immediately go inside, and I say hello and
yeah,
start
selfie
chatting
time.
her up, and yeah, and we take a picture, and, she owns a business, and she, like, tells me her story, and it's, like, it's cool. About 10 minutes later, a this is a great story because I think you'll love this. Uh, Man and woman come into the shop. Her name is Wani. She's a local business owner here. She owns a coffee shop, pretty well-known Las Vegas coffee shop. She's owned it for many years, and she sees our brand. She knows our brand from Entrepreneur Magazine because she read
Mm.
an article recently that was written that talked about how we're scaling our business with tech, and we built our own, you know, tech stack to do POS and kitchen display and all the stuff that you and your team work on. And she had caught Lindsay and Abby outside, and Eric Kirby's here, and he's like, "Oh, Jeff's here." And she's like, "Stop, Jeff's here." And so he comes and gets me, and I go outside, and she's just like, "You are a technology company masquerading as a bagel shop." That's what she said to me.
Don't tell
And I was
anybody.
like, "Don't tell anybody, don't tell anybody."
It's a
And
secret.
so So obviously it's like free bagel and cream cheese day. So we sat down, we had a bagel and cream cheese, and we talked. And she was, I gave her a little demo of like our POS, and
Of
she was
automation?
like, of automation. And
Yeah.
she's like, I need this. She's like, I need this in my life. She's like, when can I buy it? She wants it. She wants to like sign up for like a list, if we have a list, Aaron, of people who could possibly use our software in the future one day if we ever did that. So I just want you to know that I'm cataloging a little list in my notes of people who are,
That's
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I love to know when we could possibly get to it, but I love the idea of it.
Like, when do
It's
you have time? That's kinda what I said. I was like, "Look, I mean," I was like, "It's we're not built that for that, but yes, we are a technology
no.
company." And, yeah, but it was really cool because for me in that moment, she didn't know anything about our brand. She knew we were coming. She, um, eats at the sushi place in the same plaza, so she saw the sign, but she
Yeah.
didn't really connect the dots to who we were and what we were until she saw the article in Entrepreneur Magazine. And so, the thing that she found most fascinating wasn't that I made a bagel for Danielle or we scaled this business from 2 to 28, but that we're really putting technology into everything that we do as part of our DNA of Just Bagel Run, which I thought that was really cool.
It's wild to think about because I think it goes to show that there's no sort of like singular way to do this. This being growing a business like this, building a business like this. Uh, obviously we have our sort of unique recipe at the company level of how we want to build it and what we're focusing on and what's important to us and not. But it's as we do it and we see how people are reacting to it as more and more people encounter it through the brands, the business, the openings, talking to franchisees, franchisee groups, that whole space, the restaurant industry. It's just curious. I think it's a good point to make as far as what actually might appeal. Maybe it's the story, maybe it's the food, maybe it's the systems, maybe it's our brand. It's you really don't know. You don't know what's gonna be most compelling to somebody. And I think that makes it fun to work for because I don't know, if we were all just sort of sitting behind supporting one channel of the business, it'd still be worthwhile, but it's neat that all these different parts of it get to be recognized. I think that's fun for the team.
100%. And she asked that question. She said, "When you're talking to prospective franchisees, is the thing that sells them, like, do they, like, absolutely love the technology? Is that what closes them?" And I was like, "I think my VP of technology would say yes, of course." But,
I mean, I've not yet to see my commission check from a franchise close. I gotta talk to Kirby about that,
that's so
if that's
funny.
what's closing him, I need to talk to him. I need to cut a deal there.
It was interesting because I thought it was a very it was a really good question, and I think we get asked a lot of good questions by people who are interested in the brand, who are interested in, what we're doing, who are prospective franchisees, whatever that might be. But then she asked, like, "Is this what, like, makes people want to be a part of the organization?" And I was like, "It's one of the things." I think there's some people who love the story of community that we built, and I think people who love the product and the brand and wanna, like, introduce that to their community. I said, I think there's franchise groups and people who look at the technology and say, "Yeah, this is really cool. This is a company that's investing in themselves for long-term success, and I can buy into a brand that's doing that." So, there's a lot of layers to it, but, um, needless to say,
What
all of this is new store openings are they bring everybody out of the woodwork, and it's really fun to interact and engage with them.
well, and kinda your comment on the experience with the prospective franchisees and just the questions that we get, and I think it's kind of worth calling out that, like, it may be technology, but we've also had folks we've talked to that have been like, "Oh, no. I have my favorite tech stack." I mean, I've I don't know if we've lost perspective on a tech stack, but I've definitely gone from being, the closing element to the, "Ugh, maybe I can get over that," because it's what's important to each person, and so
Yes.
one thing that we do here at Jeff's, which I think is really awesome, and I enjoy doing it, is kinda bring everybody, right? You've got I'm there, and our VP of marketing is there, and obviously you and Danielle are there. They're seeing a store, and they're talking to actual GMs and managers and employees on the floor, and so you get to see all of it. And I think that's sort of the magic of that, is that you're in it for a minute. If you're with us for an hour, 2 hours, whatever you're with us, like, you can have access to this. There's something hopefully to love in all of that that's gonna trigger you. Some people really resonate with the tech, and other people get in there and are blown away by the products or the operational flows or whatever it is, and it's interesting to see that that's not consistent, right? Everybody values something different.
That's the consistent component, that everyone values
Yeah.
something different, 100%. And part of our job is to help them see the value in all the other things, as well as the thing that they fall in love with. That's great. Yeah. So anyway, new store. We're kind of running into the same like new store challenges that we often see, where we are baking a little slower than we should, and stuff's out of stock here or there. We've got you know one person over seasoning, one person under seasoning. We've got somebody you know learning to scoop cream cheese on day one. So it's fun to it's fun to see them learn, because I think that's whenever you learn a new skill, there's something unlocked there. But the joy that all of the teammates have working in the store is incredible. Like, they are so hype for this store to open, and it's like there's high energy, there's like a lot of smiles, a lot of like, this is the best job I've ever had. And mind you, they've only had it for 3 days, but like, that's I'll take that. Like, that just tells me that we're doing something right
It's a great start.
from the start. Yeah, yeah, it's a really great start. So
So every opening has their funny surprise or wacky moment or like totally unexpected thing. Maybe you haven't hit it yet. Today was the first day of doors open, so maybe this is better served, at the end of the first week. But I'm curious if you guys have hit any great off the wall stories from this particular opening.
that's such yeah, every opening has like that one thing that we always talk about, right? Like,
It's just something weird.
the
It's
story
nobody's
sticks.
fault. It's just like, how did that
No, it
happen?
just happens, it just happens. Um, I don't think there's anything that's, like, operationally hit yet, like, we haven't had that one moment where we all
Yeah.
collectively, like, groan, you know? Um, but I was chatting up some guests as they were coming in and out of the shop today, and, very nice lady, she's like, "Bagel's delicious." She's like, "You're on the wrong side of the street." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry about that." She's like, "It's probably good for you, but, all the traffic's going your way in the morning to the highway." She's like, "But I have to make a U-turn and I had to do this." She's like, "If you were across the street, it'd be so much better." And I was like, "Well, should have told me sooner." Like, I was like, "What am it's too late now. What can I do?" I was like, "I would have tried to take out Wendy's or something across the street." She's like, "That would have been a good spot." I'm like, "I know. Like, I just didn't know it was so important to you." And she's laughing, and, Abby and Lindsay are, like, overhearing this dying in the background. And, then she's like, "Yeah," she's like, "You could even be down by Trader Joe's." I was like, "There's a Trader Joe's?" She's like, "Yeah, it's right down the street. You go up a block or 2 and turn right. It's right." I'm like, "I need to get some snacks." She's like, "They have the best snacks, don't they?" Like, just I for me, it was, like, a pretty typical guest interaction.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I do that. And like I said, Lindsay and Abby were just like, "You're nuts." And, but I think that so far has been the most fun, off the wall kinda new store experience. I'm sure we'll have more. We have plenty. It's only day 1.
It's only day 1. I
It's
think
only
I
day
think the
1.
banging on the window is a pretty good one too.
Oh, I forgot.
That's
I honestly forgot that I just told you that story, and I forgot it completely. Just It
that's
just
gonna be
happened.
a first.
That that's the first time anyone's banged on a window and then pointed at a phone, like, with a picture of me on it. I was wild.
And we are
Wild.
jumping the gun because there's no way that Ronnie Mund visit on opening day is not gonna just be gold. So looking forward to what comes out of that.
Yeah, same. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I dropped off some bagels at his house today,
This is
to just
like a warm up just to
yeah,
get
just
him,
like, "Hey,
pre-gamed,
man,
get him
like, we're
excited.
open, here's some bagels, get hyped," and, he invites me into his house, he's like, "Come on in," and he's got 2 dogs, and they're just barking, like, constantly barking, like, nonstop loud, tiny dog barking, and he's like, "Shut up." It's so funny, he's trying I'm sorry, it was so
It's what you wanted. It's
it
exactly
was
what you wanted from the
it was
experience.
exactly what I Aaron, it is exactly what I wanted. I couldn't have been scripted better. It was so perfect, and then he gave the dogs a treat, and then we started talking about bagels and just his experience and how he likes Vegas, and, then he gave me a tour of his house, and, it's a pretty new house, a couple years old here in the Vegas area. They've, a lot of new development happening, and it's in a nice little community, and it's got a pool out back, and you can see the mountains, and so I was, uh, I was really honored that he took the time to give me a tour and introduce me to, his dogs. So,
Did you ever think that making bagels was gonna get you to that? This is gonna be my you might as well stop answering it because this is just gonna be the question I'm gonna keep asking
every
you
time
is did because it blows my mind. Even for what we're doing. Like, it's just it's I don't know. That's what's so fun about it because it just doesn't stop. It just keeps creating interesting things and fun things, and I don't know. It's bagels, but man, look what bagels can do.
bagels can take you anywhere.
It's like we need a T-shirt or a greeting card or something. I'll take it. I'll buy it.
Oh my goodness, that's so
Speaking of
funny.
bagels taking you anywhere, I gotta call this out. I don't know if we can get this. Maybe this needs to be I mean, to sub in this image for the episode, but, you became a pirate from what I saw from
Oh
our
my
last team
gosh.
meeting. So you're a pirate now.
Ugh,
Talking about where, bagels can take you anywhere.
bagels can take you anywhere. Yeah, for the 18 listeners that we have, that,
We have 18, that's amazing. I'm
it's
excited.
18 streams, I mean, yeah, it's pretty great. Um, so if, uh, if you're not in the Tampa Bay area or Central Florida area, you may not know that, Tampa celebrates Gasparilla, and they did this last weekend. Was that last week? Yeah, it was last weekend.
Yeah, this last
Um,
weekend.
to be completely honest, I don't exactly even know what it is. They have a parade, it's for pirates. I think they, like
It's like a huge
you
parade.
okay, so it's a parade, and they dress up like pirates, and our South
It's very
Tampa store, uh, made beads for the parade because they throw beads out from the floats, and they had Jeff Pirate beads. I'll put the picture up,
it's
uh,
amazing. And watching Danielle cringe in our team meeting is Pirate Jeff, because Gary is a wizard. I mean, the man is a genius.
Aaron, it's so good that I can't even be mad about it.
This is what I'm saying,
It's just like, it's so good that I can't even be mad about it.
and you don't even have control of it anymore because now it's like there's just all these assets, and, like, they just go and create I mean, did you even know that you were a pirate before you were a pirate? Or
I
did you
did
just
not.
find out after the fact? Like, there's no approval process, like, "Oh, we're
It
gonna
was
make you a pirate, Jeff." It's like it just
one
happens.
100% after the fact, and I got a text message from Gary rarely sends me text messages. I often am sending him something as a request or, "Hey, can you help me find this?" Whatever.
Yep.
Occasionally, I get text messages, and I went back into my phone, and I received text messages from Gary. The last one I received was when it was my face as a sticker.
Oh, that one's a good one too.
Yep. And then, the most recent one that I received from him was for the, Pirate Jeff. I'm scrolling right now through my phone to see if I
Just
can
try
find
and
him. Oh,
find it.
I guess I can search him, right? Yeah, let me search.
But it was
Garrett.
after it was complete.
Yeah.
Like, "Hey,
So
just so you know, this is happening."
yeah, yeah. Oh, he sent it to Danielle and I. He sent it to both of us.
Excellent.
Anyway, it was R. What else? I don't know what to say.
Li
Did
My
did he show you
favorite
but did you see the full image, like, with the hook and everything?
Yes,
Yeah, okay, okay.
yes, yes, and the best was when he came up with so there was the poster version, which was excellent. It was just hilarious and perfect and well suited for the event, but then he had his offshoot of the, the trashy grocery store, steamy novel version.
Yes, the, cover the book cover version
The book cover from,
with,
like,
like,
a,
the shirt the
Publix
shirt's,
grocery.
like the shirt's, like, open a
Yes.
little bit. Yes, yeah, he
Exactly.
showed me that one too.
It's so
Oh,
good.
Aaron, that's so good. I love, love, love doing this. It's just so fun. It's just so fun.
Well, you got 3 more days, of openings,
3 more days of grand
and
opening, and we're
get
not
this
eh
thing off the big what's up next? Which one's next?
yeah, so we are opening Madison, Alabama next. That will be, let me confirm on a calendar for you because I don't wanna put a date into the world that's not real. It is okay, so the Madison, Alabama will soft open on the 18th of February, grand opening on the 20th, and then right after that, the very next week, Colorado Springs will soft open on the 25th and grand open on the 27th. I don't think it's in the books, but it's penciled in. Neptune Beach will probably be the week right after that. So we are
That's good, that's a tour.
3 in a
Over,
row.
back, and then back home.
Yeah, 3 in a row, back to back to back, and then I think a small break and then a series of, like, franchisees ADA stores, so second or third stores will be opening, with limited support from the training team and the corporate team, but they'll still be opening, so we'll have an opportunity to engage with more guests there over the course of a few weeks, and then new stores again come right back up. So it's not gonna stop this year. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna
That's
have
gonna
to
be a
find new
wild ride.
topics. We're gonna have to find some other topics to talk about because we could talk about new stores every time, but our 18 listeners would get bored.
We'll just have to feather in more pirate images.
Or
We'll just have to put Gary to work.
maybe they're gonna really, really like the intro outro bumper, and we'll catch them there.
There you go, so that's so we'll really put this in the so now alright, throw it to the outro. We're good to go. You've got stores to open.
I gotta go open stores. That's a wrap.
You gotta go open stores.
Yo, fresh out the oven, ready to run. What's hot this week? It just Bagel Run. Jeff and Aaron.